Wells Fargo transfer money internationally. In this video, we're going to be talking about the banking app Wells Fargo and how you can transfer your money internationally to your international friends or maybe business clients. And in this video, we're going to be going through great detail on how you're going to want to do it. So Wells Fargo, as you all know, is a very well-known and very well-used banking application. And if you want to go ahead and transfer money internationally, you first of all are going to want to make sure that you have a proper set it up credit and debit card because in those cases you can do an international transfer. So once you have a personal account, Wells Fargo has an Express Send global remittance service. So basically, the global remittance service allows you to go ahead and send a person to person remittance, which is a money transfer. It's a service that offers you more options to send money home to family or friends in around 12 countries. It's an economical, convenient, and dependable way to send your money home. Its extensive network and coverage provides you with a lot of work to put in. So with Wells Fargo Express Send, you can send money to around 12 countries with more than 40 remittance network members and over 49,000 payout locations. And it's quite economical because with Express Send you save with low transfer fees and competitive rates. It's quite convenient as well because you can send money through Wells Fargo online, the Wells Fargo phone bank, or at a Wells Fargo branch location. You may send money for cash pickup or for credit to an account. And the best part is that it is extremely dependable. So your money is delivered quickly and safely by a reliable financial institution. So Wells Fargo has more than 160 years of banking experience. So, it's pretty trustworthy. You should put your faith in Wells Fargo. You should be good to go. Now, moving on, when it comes to Express Send, there's different regions for Express Send. So, if you want to send your money to family or friends in Mexico, you can get an overview over here. If it's Central America, get an overview over here. South America over here, and Asia over here. So let's say I want to go to Asia. So send money to family or friends in India, Philippines, or Vietnam from an eligible Wells Fargo checking or savings account. So to get an overview, you can check it out over here. You can also see the fees and exchange rates, including the currencies. So when it comes to the overview, you can see with the Wells Fargo Express Send service, you can send money from your eligible Wells Fargo checking or savings account to family or friends in Asia. Now, it gives you the different countries that you can send it to and the different banks for those countries. So for India, you have these banks. For Philippines, you have these banks. And for Vietnam, you have these banks. Now, it also tells you the conditions. So cash pickup remittances only, credit to account remittances only. And obviously, you can learn more by checking the transfer send limits. So generally, it's a pretty fun thing to know and have. Then moving on, you can also check the fees and exchange rates for each country. So fees and exchange rates vary by remittance network member and or the amount sent. You can also estimate how much it will cost to send money to your family or friends with the Express Send remittance cost estimator. You can also go over to currencies. You can see what currencies are sendable. So the only currency you can send is US dollars to Indian rupees, US dollars to Philippine pesos, and US dollars to US dollars in Vietnam. So it's pretty fun stuff. Now, when it comes to enrolling, the steps to enrolling are as so. So, step one, you're going to contact them. Talk to Wells Fargo banker to learn about the options available and select one that best fits your needs. Then you move over to step two, where you provide your beneficiaries information. So, you can tell them who should receive the money and how you want your beneficiary to receive the money for you. Then you move over to step three, where you can send in your first transfer. So they establish the transfer details to ensure your money is sent quickly and safely. The first remittance you send under each service agreement must be initiated in person at a Wells Fargo branch. Customers with an existing checking or savings account may be able to initiate their first remittance by calling the Wells Fargo phone bank, subject to caller authentication requirements and additional fraud prevention controls. So, send your first transfer and you should be good with it. Now, you must be the sole owner, a primary or secondary joint owner, or have power of attorney on the funding account to use Express Send. So if you are using a joint account to send remittances, you should be aware that the service agreement is opened on an individual basis in your name only, and if the other joint owners wish to send remittances using the joint account, each joint owner must complete a service agreement. Now, keeping all those things in mind, you can also see the information that is required. So, when completing the Express Send service agreement, you must provide your name, address, and telephone number of your beneficiary. Your beneficiary's full physical address is needed, and your beneficiary's telephone number, which must either be a number in the country to which your remittance is to be sent or a US telephone number. Okay, so keep these things in mind when you're sending. Now, they also say that we will be unable to establish your service agreement if you do not provide this information. So, obviously, do make sure to provide the proper details. Now, obviously, moving on, we come over to Express Send Remittance Cost Estimator. Now, this is where you're going to estimate all of your economical costs. So, an economical, convenient, and dependable way to send money home. You can use the estimator below to see how much it could cost to send money to your family and friends once you're enrolled in the Wells Fargo Express Send service. So, to get an estimate, you can see the receiving country. You're going to select one of them. So, let's say I'm going to go over to Mexico. Receiving location, let's go with Banco Santander, and you have receiving method, so let's go with credit to account. So you're going to add in your amount. So let's say I'm going to go with $5,000. So once we do that, you're going to click on estimate, and it says the amount exceeds the maximum allowed. So obviously do make sure to choose an account that is sendable. So once you choose the account, here are your estimated results. So your result is $500. The transfer fee is going to be $6. So the total amount that you're going to send is $506. And in delivery amount, it's around 10,000 Mexican money. Okay. So it's not a quote, it's an estimate only. Obviously, the quote you create later on will include the taxes and the other services that they charge you. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, generally, this is the main idea of sending your money internationally to your family or friends or maybe business clients. So if you have any issues with this video, do let me know down in the comments below because I will make sure to move them away. Also, do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And do let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the foreseeable future. Till then, that is going to be all from me, and I'll be seeing all of you wonderful people in the very next video. Have a great day. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.